So first of all, you have to decide on the course. I'm sure someone might think, why not the university first? No, you have to decide on the course first, because not every university has the course you are looking for. Secondly, you have to decide on the course first because your academic history, your academic background permits you to get admission into certain courses, because a lot of universities have requirements, entry requirements for their courses. So you have to do that research. Once you research the course requirements in a university, and it matches with your background, then you know that university is the one for you. Because every university, believe it or not, every university has a different set of course requirements. Some of them are very similar, but certain universities are, very different in what they expect of you to be able to get enrolled in a particular course. So it's very, very important that you check what the course requirement is before you even decide on which school you are going to settle on. So once you have decided on the course and you know that your background fits that course, you shortlist the schools that make it easy for you to apply into that course. So if, for instance, you're not able to write the tests, the GMAT or the GREs, or you do not have specific grade point averages, then you go for the ones that match your profile. So I know somebody might be like, I want to go to Harvard, but unfortunately, if what Harvard is looking for does not fit your profile, there is no problem going for another university. Now look out for the deadlines. Once you decide on the schools, each school has their deadline as well as application fees that come with the course, or that come with the program. So kindly look out for that. Make sure that you have enough time to be able to put together all the documentation. Make sure that you have enough time to raise the money that you need to be able to apply or to pay for your application fees. Then the next step is to put together your documents. Get to know the documents. All these ones are usually under the course requirements or entry requirements for the course. So you'll be able to know what documents that you are being asked to put together. So for instance, if you do not have a passport, a valid passport, or you do not have a birth certificate, getting to know what documents you need beforehand will help you to put them together. The next thing to know is your recommendation requirements. So if you are required to have some recommendations from your professors or your supervisors at work, that will give you enough time to be able to put it together before the deadline reaches. The next thing you have to make sure you have done is that you filled out the online forms. Make sure you have filled it with the correct information, every information that is required, and also make sure that you have submitted it. Some people fill the forms and they forget to click submit. If you do not click submit, no one gets to see your application. And the next thing you do is that you wait for your response. So the response can take between 2 days to 14 days. I've worked with someone who got their admissions in 2 days, and I've worked with someone who also got their admissions in like a week, some in 2 weeks. But usually by 3 weeks, if you've not heard from the university, then you might be wanting to reach out to them to ask if your application has been successful. But most of the time, the university will get back to you on that. Remember to check if the course and the school that you're or the university that you're applying for has adequate funding. If you're someone who cannot fund your studies by yourself and you need some support, make sure that the school or the university and the course qualifies for funding. Otherwise, Otherwise, once you apply to the university and there is no funding available, you don't have any choice but to look for another university that has funding for you. So I hope you find this information very, very helpful. I'm going to just go through the points again. So first of all, decide on the course, check the course requirements, then you shortlist your schools based on the courses that match your profile. You look out for the deadlines and also check if they have any application fees. You put together your documents that are required. You make sure that you reach out to your referees about recommendations. Sometimes some universities expect you to upload a recommendation letter. Some of them also want you to fill in a form with your referees' information so that they can reach out to them directly. So make sure you have informed your referees before you put their information in there, because if they do not check their emails or they do not know what to write for you, at the end of the day, it's going to go against you. Okay, so make sure that you've spoken to your referees so that they can write very strong recommendations for you. Fill out your online forms and submit, and then wait for your response. Kindly be patient. I know it can be a very stressful time, but I'm wishing you all the best, and I hope that you have a successful college application process. Thank you, and catch you on our next video.